Inspector General of Police IGP Kayode Egbetokun has announced the arrest of 26 suspects in connection with the recent killings in Yelwata, Benue State. Egbetokun disclosed this while addressing a news conference in Abuja on Tuesday, June 24. According to the IGP, the police were on the trail of other persons believed to have been involved in the killings, which led to the deaths of many residents of the town. The IGP said the suspects will soon be arraigned in court, including the 22 suspects who were arrested in just over the murder of 9 persons traveling to the part of the state for a wedding. The IGP stated that 26 suspects were initially arrested in Yelwata, but 2 were cleared as they were merely decoys used to apprehend the 26 suspected masterminds behind the killings. Recall that President Bola Tinubu visited Benue after the killings and ordered service chiefs and the IGP to arrest those behind the attack. On a related development, Benue Emergency Management Agency said it has registered 15 births, while 122 women are still pregnant at the newly created internally displaced persons camp for IDPs from Yelwata community, Guma local government area. We'll come back to the one for the internally displaced persons camp. But let's first off look at the statement from Kayode Egbetokun from yesterday, when he stated that 26 suspects has been arrested over the Yelwata killings. Now the question is it because the last time we had a conversation that it was announced that the president was going to make a visit to Benue State to the to Yelwata to see what happened, and I asked you, do you think the president will make the visit, and is anything going to change about it? And you said yes, since he is the president, that something will happen over it. Okay, let's say that this is the result of the president's visit, but does it mean that there was not much manpower before the president's visit to apprehend the suspects?
There have been, there is, but what actually happened was that these people, like I told you before, since they are being sponsored by politicians, I told you that they wouldn't be scared of the state, what they call him, Governor Alia. They wouldn't be scared of him because they feel that he just became a governor not knowing what politics is all about. So, and they think that he does not know the value.
So, in essence, quickly, are you saying that the reason why they were not any arrested suspects to the killing, the Yelwata community is not the only community affected?
It is Benue.
Before now, does it mean that the reason why there has not been any suspects apprehended is because it's more like a personal situation referring to Aliyah, because you stated that they felt that he's not supposed to be there. So the reason why justice wasn't meted for the victims is because of Aliyah.
Yes.
So the people that lost the loved ones should go and perish over political disputes. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say in essence is that, you see, the president getting involved was the only answer to the problem. And why I said it was going to be the answer to the problem and at the end, as at now, is because I have repeatedly said this before, that Alia, why they are doing this thing is because they know Alia knows nothing about governance. Believe you me. So you cannot try that when the FCT minister was the governor of Rivers State. You cannot try that with him. I'm citing this because he knows what politics is all about. He knows what security is all about. He knows what challenge is all about. And earlier, like I told you, the reason why they were doing that, once there is this killing, they put call and ask their people to go back, to return to their base. Meaning that Alia will not have any means to get them arrested. But the moment the president gets involved, these whole people who are involved doing this thing, the moment they heard that the president was coming, everybody disappeared. They had to tell their people to go back to wherever they are coming from. Now, knowing that if any of them is being caught, their own name will be mentioned. I don't even think that the people they said they've caught are the real people. If you ask me, I don't think they are the real people. Because if they are the real people, the smoke will have been up.
In essence, you're saying that this was a make-up call just
Yes.
to get the attention of the people and make it seem like something is
Something has been
happening.
done. Yeah, something has been done. Or something is happening. That is why they are doing that. But ordinarily, believe you me, the truth still remains that the president, President Tinubu, Ahmed Tinubu's presence was also a shake for them. It also scared them away. They know that anybody whose name is being mentioned will be dealt with. Ali cannot do anything to them. They feel he is too small for them. And Ali will not want to mention names because of his own political, what they call it, circle. And now I am saying that the people who have been caught, if they are the real people, thank you, Jesus. It's a good thing to Nigeria and for Nigeria if they are the real people. Now you are telling us that few has been cleared and they were used as a bet to trace the people who are actually committing this crime. Then if you have gotten 26, the 26 should tell us who is their source, who is their sponsor.
I think they said the aggregate was about 53 because they said they caught some of them from the Yelwata killing, some from the Plateau, incident that the wedding,
those who were traveling.
The guests,
who
yes,
were traveling.
Yes, their balls was set ablaze.
In Guampa.
Yes, in Guampa. And then the Kano bombing situation, I think it was an accumulated thing. And the question is, how did the surveillance team handle this in a short period of time? How did this, happen?
I have told you that the fear of Tinubu is the beginning of peace. The reason why I said so, you cannot compare a local government chairman to the state governor. You cannot compare the state governor to the president. I have told you that the reason why, that before the president will go, remember I said that the service chief will first of all go. Remember me telling you that?
Okay.
And that is the practice. Them being there, their presence alone scared whoever that is in charge, who has been doing this, or the group of persons who have been committing this crime. It has scared them. It has scared them away and has made them run back to their shades. I'm leaving no trace. No trace. Now, what am I not trying to say in essence? For the president alone to have made promise that he was going to come to that place, believe me, that was the end of this issue. Like I told you, that once he is there, that this whole thing will end, and it has ended for now. I don't know if there will be any other thing tomorrow. And again, you heard that 15 persons has given birth in that same IDP camp, in the new IDP camp. You are aware that they said about 120 whatever are pregnant there in that same IDP. And these people are people who have been displaced for long. Why and now is what Nigeria wants is that pregnancy thing. We are looking at a way out. And this way out, the president has asked the service chiefs, the IGP, and the rest of them to ensure that there is total peace in Benue and Plateau. For now, no one has said that they've heard one or two things in anywhere in this both place, in these two areas I mentioned. Nothing of such has been happening. I am saying that it should not start again once the service chiefs lives there. They are still there up to now. If you are telling us that these people that have been apprehended are the people who are the people who are taking responsibility of what has been happening, then you know what to do to them. If you don't want to kill them, do well to fish out those who are their sponsors. Because there is no way a layman who cannot even afford Gary to sip will not have gun. Where will he get it from? Without being sponsored by someone. So I'm saying that if I'm putting it to stop, with those that have been caught should mention the names of those who are sponsoring them. Whether they are my father, they should be brought to book. If they are my friends, they should be brought to book. If they are the president or the governor, they should be brought to book. They shouldn't do, because life that has been wasted is not just one. We're not talking about hundreds, we're talking about thousands now. If they'll be fair to themselves, we're talking about thousands now, presently.
Okay, Mr. Michael, quickly, let's look at the one you almost raised about the pregnancy situation at the camp. The question would be, I want to get what your thoughts on the issue of childbirth control. In the fact that this particular camp is a temporal place to regain consciousness, if that's the word. You know, try to put back pieces of your loved ones in your head. You know,
in their right senses, I get, and their right situation, where they're supposed to getting back.
Getting reports that most of the women there are pregnant, and about 122 are waiting pregnancy and that sort. Now the question would be, who is actually doing these things to those women, and why so much of this individuals in the camp? You know, I just want to get your thoughts on what could be that much of trigger.
You see, my grandfather will always tell us that it is only a lazy man who does not have what to do that would want to run around the wife or the woman that he is with now and then, like wants to run around this woman to and fro. Because he is lazy, he does not have what doing, he does not have what to do. And even when they have what to do, they don't want to do them. They feel it's a free world and they can produce, not minding if these people are being taken care of. And more especially now that they're in the hand of government, they feel government will help
them. And secondly, you know, they protested recently complaining about lack of
water and other social amenities that they are required. Now, I was with my cousin in his house, and it was raining. That was on a Monday. I saw an Hausa man I used to know that kills cow. All of a sudden, he ran to the place, into that my brother's compound. He was like, I'm with my children, and I saw about 23 of them, small, the same size. I was like, I don't understand. And I like, brother, is this man the father of these children? He said, yes. That there are more, that about 7 is even married. I'm like, how? These children, they are not more than 10, 9, 6 years. How? 23, 24 of them. How? The man does not. I was watching him. He said, but they should leave anything that they want to do, they should do that. He does not care about them. I said, how? So you are bringing, why are you producing these people when you know you will not give their life meaning? Why are you producing them? You want to cause more problems. That thing that they are doing, that they are causing more problems for Nigerians, because when these children grow and they have nothing to do, they will be recruited into the group that kills Nigerians. Yes. So they should be, I mean, this practice should be put to
So how do you think it can be put to stop? How do you think it can be controlled? Especially the fact that this is happening from the IDP.
These ones that are the IDP, that should be conditioned for them. That should be conditioned, that should be, that will be defined. Telling them that if you must remain in this IDP camp, the ones you have produced is okay. If you add one more, we'll send you back to your village. Yes, that should be a threat.
You know, most of them do not have a place to lay their heads at the moment.
Yes, because if you don't do that,
okay,
you are still giving them the power to keep producing children that cannot be taken care of. And because they're not being taken care of, as they are growing, they will be easily co-opted into wanting to become headsmen, and the ones who have been killing, as they call them, Boko Haram. They'll be one of them. They'll be called, they'll be maybe recruited into being thugs. They'll be recruited into assailants. So I'm pleading with Nigerians. Those are the IGP camp that we can control. Let us initiate idea that can cope and stop them from producing plenty. Since they on their own cannot take care of themselves, they have not seen what to eat while producing. It's to cause more problems.
Yeah,